Hello everyone, I'm BrutalOddball with SquadSweden, and I'm here spectating a high elo game of League of Legends. So the reason why I picked this game of interest was because it had the mid player of probably my second or third favorite team, Copenhagen Wolves, and to be frank, I can actually see Copenhagen from where I'm sitting right now. So we're about 6 minutes into the game, and it's a very strange meta indeed. Very strange lanes at least. So we can see that maybe a little bit of action is going to get down here, where Maokai is, and there, oh my god, the flash out of that one, and he is going to be just fine for the time being. That was a very clutch play, and I'm actually surprised that he managed to flash out that one. It must have been about a millisecond just right, because when he was flashed he had the root on him, but Maokai was still like here. So to give you a tour of the teams, for blue team we have the new skin of Fiddlesticks, can't remember the name, and he's playing jungle, obviously having the smite. Up top for blue team, probably intended to be mid lane from the beginning, we have Syndra, and she has very strange items indeed. And for red team we have a Loopkin Finn playing Rumble. A little bit of action going down here, but now the flasher is just going to flash out of there, haha, and he's going to be just fine. So in the red team jungle we have Maokai. The red team mid we have Wolves Bjergsen, really nice player for a really nice team. Bottom and mid for the blue team is the purple squirrel, probably also intended to be top earlier. Maybe Syndra didn't want to face off against Bjergsen, and I would understand her, to be perfectly honest. A little bit of a gank going down here. Is Loopkin Finn going to just barely go down to that ignite. Very nice play there by this Fiddlesticks, and for being diamond elo I am quite surprised that Rumble did not put down a ward here. And so we are tied in kills. The red team up a little bit in gold, 700 gold, about 700 gold. So to keep on with the team comps, and bottom for red team we have that Caitlyn Janna lane, a really powerful lane. Yeah, nothing else to say about that. No players I've heard of or anything along those lines. And for blue team we have a Tristana with a very nice firefighter Tristana skin, and a Nunu bot as her support. So we actually have two legendary skins going down here for the blue team, which is quite fun actually. But no matter, this is how the teams will look. And I'm going to look here at Bjergsen. He is just barely not going to be able to kill that gangplank. That was really close. Gangplank going to do his best to protect the turret right here. Gonna have to score a lot of farm for that ulti actually.
The shadow.
Bjergsen just going to do some jokes right here. And where is some action going? Ooh, that was very close. You can see here. Let's just jump back so we can see the dive here. She is going to just barely get out of that, and you can see here that he actually starts up his twisted advance, but does not quite get there in time. So he's deciding, Nad Flasher deciding to not go after and chase that one. So 2 kills now on blue team, and the goal's still in favour of red team. So that kill onto the top lane did not matter incredibly, but both kills for blue team has gone on to Syndra, but she has atrocious farm. Being bullied that much by that big bully. That big bully that is Rumble. But she will be fairly strong anyway. And the reason why she's got 2 kills is because Rumble has been ganked so many times. And a bit of action going down here from that flasher. Will he be able to pick up it? Ooh, that was very, very close. That was incredibly close. Let's just rewatch that. So, an ult going down there from Inf Magister. Now the flasher coming in from the side and using his sapling, just barely getting blocked by that Nunu. Very, very nice. Right there. Jump ahead onto live. So, did anyone... Yes. Oh. Oh, God, gracious. So we're going to look here what happens in that flasher. He is going to... Is he going to... He is going to dive that one. Okay, so it was Fiddlesticks ult that killed him. Not very good there by Nat Flasher, and that is going to put blue team right up ahead in the goal lead. Nice Fiddlesticks ulti, needless to say. Right out of the vision here. Just ulting in, very nice. Maybe we'll see a little bit of a gank going down here mid lane. Oh, Rumble putting down his ulti. Bjergsen putting down his ulti, and that is going to be one dead gangplank. Very nice done there. And meanwhile, even more kills going down to the bottom lane. Wow, that is such a action-packed game right here. At the 12-minute mark. Wow, that is incredible. So much action going down. So many people dying all over the map. But still, fairly even in the gold race. So just going to go ahead and jump right back to live. So Wolves Bjergsen going to be spotted by that ward. Nothing too interesting going to go down there. He's picked up his Vamp Scepter and his Brutalizer. Very good starting items, and he's most likely going to build that onto a Black Cleaver, and that probably to a Bloodthirster, I would say. Not being terribly sure though. Said being a really strong champion with all that AD. And a little interrupt there going down from Shalalanoob from Wasp. Wasp Gaming, no idea, never heard of that. But that Nunu would have done so much damage had Janamo actually gone ahead and interrupted that. And that is actually not the gold elo Janna skin. That is in fact the Hextech Janna, which is probably my favorite skin for Janna, except the gold elo one. That is a very nice skin as well. So, Mates Freako here on Syndra going to try and grab herself some of the farm up top. She needs that farm desperately, only being at 76. Actually picked up in the gold race very nicely, to be frank. And red team going to take a turret right there. Not a whole lot they can do about it. Now the Flasher going to... I love that name, that Flasher. Going to pick up that red buff and let that tower go to Syndra once she actually decides to pick it up. And even more kills going down on bot lane. So we can see here Caitlyn and Janna just kind of being around. And an ult in! Oh my god, an ult in from that. Oh, that is very nice. And at this point, don't you consider wards here, here, and here from blue team? Red team, sorry. Wouldn't that be a very good idea? Because they've been ganked so many times on bot lane. Just because of that Fiddlesticks, and they've died so many times to him single-handedly. So the question is it not about time? I would have probably warded up every single one of these bushes, just to make sure that there is not a fiddle in the bush. In the meanwhile, Bjergsen going to pick up a very nice kill. Right there, let's see if we can rewind that. Purple Squirrel going to be full health, almost. when Bjergsen decides to go all in with his ultimate and his shadow spin, as well as his last slash. Going to easily pick up that kill. Very nice play. Bjergsen actually going to go down here. Let's see to watch. Where is Bjergsen and where is Bjergsen? Bjergsen, okay, so he's just going to be chased down here by 4 opponents. Going to be clutchly stunned there. Having that ult put on him. Oh, that is a lot of flashes and a lot of ultis going down there. Just to pick up Bjergsen. Meantime, Nad Flash is going to go straight onto that AD carry, as well as that black magic. And that AD carry could probably bid his home now. Yes, that Tristana is going to be horribly dead. And maybe Nad Flash is actually... Oh, had he not been feared, sorry. That would have been probably a quadra kill for him. Oh, so... that pains me to see. What is he doing? Oh, pains me. Absolutely pains me. Oh well. So that Gangplank ult going to push that Caitlyn right off the turrets. Gonna give him all the. Gonna give her all this farm though. So she is far ahead in CS compared to. Okay, maybe not far, but 20, give or take 20. Going to pick up another turret here, while a bit of a fight goes down in mid lane. Bjergsen is going to get out of that probably just barely surviving that one. Maybe thanks to the Janna shield. Very, very clutch there. And this Bjergsen showing how horribly dangerous both him and Zed are. So just barely being able to get out of that one. A bit of a push going down here from the minions in the mid lane. But Syndra having no problem whatsoever to pick up those poor minions. Always getting exploited. I wonder what would happen if you would start treating minions like champions, being willing to die. That would be a... Okay, someone watching this, you have to play a troll game where you treat minions like champions. Like, they cannot die. And preferably 10v10, so, or, well, 5v5 with 10 people, so you know who you're playing against, and so you have this decided. And a bit of action going down here. That is a 1 dead, little bit of fiddlesticks. Not even going to have a chance of getting out of that one. And nothing more particularly interesting. So blue team has actually pulled ahead a bit in gold, to 1.5k give or take. So that is a well, they're not by winning like big time here by any stretch of the imagination, but they aren't exactly going. They're not exactly playing bad, if we say so. And nothing much going to happen here. Blue buff being picked up, probably for... Who's going to pick up that blue buff? Zed decides he wants that blue buff. I would have probably... Well, I don't know who I would have given it to, actually. None in that team really needs the blue buff, so to speak. Which is actually quite interesting. So, no... Well, yeah. No one really needing that blue buff. So, just giving it to Bjergsen because, to be frank, the mana, or well, energy costs on all of his abilities are fairly high. That spin, 50 energy. That razor, 55. These are very much spammable abilities, which you want to be spamming for the maximum damage output, and you can see there just how incredibly powerful he is. And ult there. Oh my god, that was probably was gonna get. He is not gonna get out of that one. So close though. So let's rewatch that again. A lot of poke going down here. And you can see him ulting right there. And probably misclicking right into the turret there. Re-clicking his ulti. So 2 shutdowns going to go right there. And that was really unfortunate from Bjergsen. Let's see what happens here. Probably nothing interesting. Probably just one of those ults. Yeah, an ult going in there. I would have warded every single brush by this stage. Jana not going to quite get out of that one. Quite unfortunate, actually. Oh, that stun. Oh, stun. What am I saying? That slow just barely gonna hit there. But at this time, I would have wanted vision on Fiddlesticks at all times. And blue team still in the lead a bit here. Of course, nothing terribly interesting happening. But yeah. Well, there is a lot of mini stuff going down everywhere. 12 to 10 kills in favor of blue team. So it's spread out that Tristana has 4 kills. Oh my god, her name just fell out of my name. Her name just fell right out of my head. What's she got? Syndra! There it is. I knew it was something on S. She has five of the kills of the team, so she is fairly strong. What I am a bit surprised about, however, is that Gangplank, the purple squirrel, not actually having any kills. And Gangplank gets horribly powerful with kills. Of course, he gets horribly powerful. That twin shadows. One of my friend's favorite items. It's a very funny item, a little cute one, and a really good counter to that. Little Fiddlesticks. So that blue team there going to pick up their free Baron. What am I saying? I'm way too tired to be doing this. You might be hearing that from my voice as well. Picking up free dragon, nothing horrible going to come out of that one. Putting them even farther ahead in gold. So perfect on that. Fiddlesticks going to go down there. He's actually very squishy for being that kind of champion that just jumps into everywhere. Very squishy. Of course, he is right now. He's building towards that. I would guess. Oh my god, names just keep slipping out of my head. Oh, what's it called? Oh, the golden statue. Zhonya's. There it came. Zhonya's hourglass, probably building towards that. And 2k in the lead is blue team. So not like really much, but not little by any stretch of the imagination. It's definitely noticeable. But the bulk of that gold is, of course, to Tristana and Syndra. Tristana having more gold due to her much greater minion farm. But still, that Caitlyn is ahead in farm, and of course she knows that she have to farm like almost constantly right here, because if she doesn't, she will have nothing to come with in the team fights, seeing as she has no kills.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Bjergsen just going to keep counter pushing, split pushing like the best player ever. And now a lot of red pings going down on this turret here. They really want to defend that. They don't want to lose that turret as well. Some red pings going down on the blue. They think that that blue team is going to go for it. A little bit of slow going down there onto Fiddlesticks. Nothing they are going to be able to capitalize on just yet, though. That is one long range skill. Bjergsen coming in here from the side. Will we be able to see a team fight right here? Bit of poking going down from both teams. Both sides doing their best to poke down the enemies before the team fight starts. And that Fiddlesticks is just going to be waiting for the perfect ultimate. And there comes the initiate from that guy black. Lopkin Finn going to go down there. And oh my god, so much burst. And wow, that is probably GG on red team. Poor Bjergsen. Really good player. And well, his teammates haven't been playing as well as the enemies. Yet another kill going down there on that Fisher. And Bjergsen is probably wondering, what the heck, hacks? But at least he picked up 2 kills from that. And let's just watch that again. So, Nad Fisher getting... Oh, he actually picked up 3 kills. Going to go down there. Going to kill that one. Going to kill there. And where is the 3rd kill? Oh, the 3rd kill was the one on to... very nice there, 7 to 3. Still, blue team is going to keep pushing right here. They're going to say, I'm just going to tank that for a bit. Going to go ahead and just keep pushing that one down. So the home guard down there. Oh, that snipe. That snipe of Caitlyn. That is her 1st kill. And she needs to be getting those kills if they are going to turn this. She really needs to. So Bjergsen has finished up his Bloodthirster, as well as his Black Cleaver, as well as Last Whisper. He does not want the enemy to have any armor whatsoever. Seeing as Tristana is building a bit of armor towards that Guardian Angel. And of course Fiddlesticks having his golden statue, which of course gives him a bit of armor as well. Ned Flasher probably going to give this one away to Caitlyn, but of course Caitlyn is nowhere close, and she actually has her own red buff for quite a while more, so she is in fact not going to pick that one up. I am surprised though that Bjergsen does not want that red, as said with red, and that rhymes, is almost impossible to flee from. But of course, he is better at the game than I am. So does he not want the red buff? Then he does not want the red buff. Let's see. Oh, not kill. Let us see here. Level 7. Wow! So much burst going down immediately, and he's going to score that double kill, no problem. Oh my god, so much burst going down from that said. Showing just how dangerous a fed and farmed actually said can be. He's probably just going to go, no, not quite going to die that one, maybe a little bit. That slash does so much damage. So red team is going to go for Baron here, but blue team will know about it. They will have that feeling, and wow, that Shalala loop. Oh my god, Fiddlesticks ults right into the middle of everything. However, going to be pushed off and made short work of. And actually probably wasting her ult there. What are they doing? Why are they going back in on that Baron? What are they doing? However, they are going to be picking up a few kills there. Oh, nice escape there by Tristana. Will it be enough though? Oh no. Oh, whoa. That was so close. Oh my god. Wow. And that is one dead Caitlyn. And now blue team is going to ping for that Baron. What were they doing? Fighting right there in the Baron pit. Wow. Really nice place there from the blue team. But Syndra and Gangplank going to realise, okay, we can't quite do this just yet, not the two of us. That Baron is just too powerful. So this would have been fairly more interesting if this would have been a duo commentary. Of course I don't have anyone else to commentate with, so that is not going to be the case, at least not for the time being. However, I will be attending and spectating and commentating on a tournament the 18th to the 20th, and a kill going to go down here. Not going to be able to get out of that one, not even with his golden statue, not a chance. Unfortunate, but of course he did get caught, and I'm still intrigued on how few wards that blue team has been putting down, and Bjergsen is going to go down here. He's not going to go down to that gangplank. He's actually going to pick that one up, but of course everyone else is coming in, and that is one dead Bjergsen. And blue team pinging that Baron. What are they doing? Oh my god, you cannot take that one without your main damage. You're 2 people down. They are only 1. Get out of there. Thank you. So they're going to decide to actually be trying to grab that one. And let's see. They see that ward from the red side there. Will they be able to be stealing this one? I do wonder. Wow! Wow! That was very, very nice. They are just going to sacrifice themselves for that Baron. That is so much damage going down on everyone's behalf. Wow, so much damage on the blue team at this point. But that was an incredibly nice steal there from red team. Wow, was that a good steal. That was incredible. See if we can skip a little bit more ahead here. So that Baron buff is it about to go out? That Baron buff about to expire right here, and nothing really happened quite yet. Of course, that Fiddlesticks is going to try and clear as many wards as he can with that oracles, and the blue team going to go and grab themselves a free dragon. Of course, red team is going to realize that, so maybe we'll see a bit of a fight right here. Bjergsen going to do a lot of damage right off the bat. Right off the bat. And both teams want so desperately to be poking, and that Fiddlesticks is going to decide against trying to land his ulti from that particular position. Of course, he is getting into a new position. A huge amount of pings going down right here. Actually, we're in a bit of a reverse position. So the red team are all on the blue side, and the blue team is all on the red side. And we shall see. Does anyone go down here? So Bjergsen and Loopkin Finn going to escape, try to run away here. And that red team is incredibly tanky. Going to target that guy right off the bat, though he is very much alone in that team fight. Well, that fight just generally. So now it's 4v5 scenario. So Fiddlesticks going to do that wonderful ult right there. Going to melt, absolutely melt down that one. Not really any chance, and that is just so many throws going down from this red team. They have been able to get just a bit more ward coverage and a bit more team fight presence. They're dying solo, as we can see here. Bjergsen going to go down there just to pop that GA. Was that worth it? Bjergsen, was it worth it to die for GA? I would say no. And this might be the death of this red team right here. And wow, does that Tristana do damage. That is insane. But, oh, that Syndra just going to be barely tanking that one. She's been very, very accurate with her Scatter the Weak and balls, dark spheres. Actually, surprisingly so, that is an incredibly difficult spell to hit. But she's been doing really good job right here. And so the red team is going to keep pushing down here. They're almost even in gold. This is not over. Despite that inhibitor being down for red team, this game is not over. It's never over till it's over, as one says. But can the red team get back into this? They need that team fight presence, and they need that map awareness. They know that that Fiddlesticks is so horribly dangerous. They know that that Tristana is so horribly dangerous. They know that Syndra is so horribly dangerous. And this blue team knows that the Bjergsen really dangerous at 11 kills, most kills in the game actually, closely followed by Syndra. And they know that Caitlyn is getting dangerous because she has over 330 farm. So, and she's got a lot of items. So it's really now about who wins the team fight and who will be able to push it up. If they get caught again, red team, this is probably GG. If blue team gets heavily initiated on, they would probably be... it would probably be a big push at least. At the very least from red team. If they would not be able to win this. It's just a really close game. Despite that blue team being up in kills. Being up in those turrets. It's so close in gold. And a lot of pings going down here. Red team does not want to lose this turret as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if they can actually defend that. But of course they are all hurrying down here. Maybe, just maybe, will they be able to get that turret to safety. No, they're not even going to try. Bjergsen going to be caught here. Will he be able to get out? He is just barely going to be getting out of that one. That was very close. And that's what I'm talking about, getting caught. And also Nad Flasher just barely going to get out of that one. But they are just so low. Right when the team fight starts for real, so to speak. So, I don't know who will win this. Of course, wow, that is a lot of kills for Bjergsen. Could this be a triple kill? Could it be a triple kill? That is probably going to be a triple kill right there for Bjergsen. Had they just been running to the same way, then he would have gotten that penta. Believe me when I say he has so much damage right now. He's not exactly squishy either. And he's probably going to build that Vampiric Scepter into a... okay, so he's going to build that into a Blade of the Ruined King. Yes. That is a very strong items. A very strong items. Are you serious, Oddball? A very strong item. He is going to, however, going to be... I would have, if I would have played Zed right here, I would have probably went for a... what the fuck is it called? Oh my god, I can't just not remember names. Just flat out of my mind. Well, basically the upgrade from Tiamat. Wow. Why can I not remember? Incredible. Oh well, the upgrade from Tiamat. I'm sure you know which one I need. I mean. Oh lord. So we shall see if anything interesting is going to happen here. Both are going to fight for that reign off the Baron. Blue team just going to be backing off just a little bit. And that Syndra is going to pick up all of that farm. And that purple squirrel going to take a lot of damage. as well as that Nunu. That is a lot of damage going out from all sides, and the entirety of blue team is so low. And that Perfect is going to use his ulti and his golden statue. He would be picking up a lot of kills there. No? Wow. But the minions are pushing into the red base. So that was a 2-4-3. But they lost a turret and possibly even an inhib. Wow. This is so close. That blue team up 3 turrets. But they're still even in gold. Just 100 gold difference. And now, bang even. They are... Wow. Bjergsen just going to be quickly picking up that kill. Because he doesn't give a fuck at 16 kills. No wonder why the Copenhagen Wolves are ranked so high. They are ranked about... Either they're the top or at least very close to top team in 5v5. So let me just check that. What ranking do they have? Now, purple team is actually pulling ahead in gold by 1,000. The first time in a while, actually. So that red team is going to be going for that dragon, that baron, and the only ward for blue team is going to be in this brush here. But that fiddlesticks, he is so threatening right now. They're going to be disengaging there, and that now that is one great fiddlesticks ultimate. He's going to pick up that Shalala noob. But now, this red team is actually winning these team fights. The entirety of blue team going so incredibly low and just barely getting out there. But now this is going to be an assured Baron right here for red team. If Bjergsen does not decide to go back, let's for the love of God hope he does not. Bjergsen is going to be interrupted, so I guess he just figure, what the hell, I can just pick it up. So, red team just going to be picking up that Baron Nashor. No biggie. And now they are really strong, and they're 3k gold in the lead. Despite being down in kills, despite being down in towers. It's just almost 400 farm onto that Caitlyn. And a lot of farm going to Bjergsen as well. So just a hell of a lot of minions. And Magister just going to be picking up that that one solo, no problem. Going to be giving this blue buff away to Bjergsen when he gets over there. And now my voice is getting tired. Like that. And so 4k, well, 3.5k gold in the lead for that red team. Bjergsen doing so much damage right now. What's he at in AD? He's got almost 500 AD. That is insane. Wow, how much damage does one of his Qs do? Wow, they do 600 damage. And he's actually got that armor penetration to be able to justify that straight through. So, yeah, very, very incredibly powerful right here. Let's see if blue team can actually get something done here, basically, because right now that red team have been winning every team fight for a few team fights. I thought it was looking very, very grim for the red team, but then they started picking up. That is what you see in high elo. Going to take that turret right there. So now the blue team is actually just up 2 turrets. These 2 turrets here, and that Phil's is still just waiting for his ultimate. He knows that that can deal so much damage right now. But the question is, will he be able to land a good one? The question is, will a good one cut it right here? He might be needing to grab a great one if that blue team is going to be able to be picking up that team fight. Bjergsen being fully stacked, just putting all his gold into elixirs. Not really gonna care. And wow, so much damage. That is just the Q from himself and his shadow. But Ned Flasher going to be slowed and maybe going down very soon. No. Of course that passive of his is going to keep him quite healthy. Bjergsen, wow, taking so much damage from that Tristana. He is going to have to go lifesteal from these. Of course, not going to be a big deal for Bjergsen, healing about 200 per attack. Just going to heal fully from that camp minions there. No problem. And now they're almost 5k in the lead, red team. So they're just farming everything right now, and they're going to be looking to grab that outer turret as well. Tier 2 not going to be a big deal. And will they not be taking it? Maybe they could, but of course that Caitlyn just gonna go ahead and say, dudes, I really do want that extra farm, so we'll pick up the turrets. Just wait for it. I'm just gonna take the farm. Bjergsen, what is going to happen right here? Oh my god, what are they doing? This is the kind of things we saw earlier. 2 golden statues going down at the same time there, and this is what we saw earlier. Just red team getting caught. Of course they will be able to turn that, but will Bjergsen be able to get out of this one? Very good question. He is going to use that shadow to the crit from Gangplank. Let's watch that again. Bjergsen gonna go here, going to jump in, going to throw out his Q, going to jump into the shadow. Tankless, just bitch please. Q to the face! Boom! That is one dead Bjergsen. But that is one inhibitor for red team. So those super creeps are going to make that lane quite a lot more difficult to keep pushing. And that, wow, that Caitlyn almost at 500 CS. That is just incredible. So now, to deliver my promises, I will check out what rank the Copenhagen Wolves. And there are actually a lot of teams in the top right here that you will have probably never heard of. But Jonah Robimji with 15, 12 wins, 0 losses. They are the top ranked 5v5 team on Summoner's Rift right now. So we shall see, where are the Copenhagen Wolves? They are actually quite far down. And that Baron going to go down to the red team again. No biggie. Going to focus down that Nunu before anything can really happen. And that, wow, Bjergsen is dead. Why does Bjergsen not have a GA? And those death timers. Just look at those death timers. so long deaths at this point in the game. But that Caitlyn is doing damage. So much damage, almost 400 AD. Oh! And that is one strong little girl as well. But that snipe, very, very good snipe right there. So right here we have the AP carry versus the AD carry. Can the AD carry push enough to be able to win this right here? And will the AP carry, yes, be able to defend? And now the red team is actually ahead in turrets. But of course, this stage doesn't matter. Actually does not matter. Wow, that is so much damage going down right ahead. Wow, Syndra ulti being so powerful, showing what it can do. And they're still dead. I mean, so long death timers. Wow, that is one hell of a fast Syndra, and she is dead. That is one dead Caitlyn, just overstaying her welcome by little too much. But of course, 2 inhibitors going to be down for blue team. All of those front turrets going to be right away, just dead. Of course, the goal difference does not matter at this point. So the... Wow. Well, actually, not everyone has finished builds, which intrigues me a lot. But of course, wow, such an incredibly even game. Because most people have full builds, so it will not matter that horribly much, in fact. Let's see the rankings of the Wolves. And they are actually not going to be... Oh, that was on the EU. EUNE, sorry guys, my bad. Wolves of course playing on EU West. We shall see. EU West. Searching for Wolves. So Copenhagen Wolves still not showing up. Okay, I give up. Oh well. So wow, this game is getting really boring. The entirety of red team full items. Entirety of blue team full items, except those supports of course. Not quite having enough gold. So this could just go anyway. If one team gets an 8, that will probably be it, and Wolves are going to realise how good that GA is going to be right here. And I am so bad with my voice right here. So red team going to do a final push here, and if they don't end this now, then wow, that's Syndra damage. That's Syndra damage. It's just so much, just blatantly bad plays on both teams. A lot of times the red team has been caught. A lot of times the blue team has been caught. This game could go anyway. Either the red team wins or the blue team wins at this point. And the goal difference not gonna matter at all, because both teams are fully stacked. So you can see that all of these players belong right at this elo, because it being so incredibly even. Yeah, I just don't know what more there is to say. So good players, so good teams are competing at this elo. So I'm just gonna let you watch, I suppose. Delicious. If I see anything that you need to know, then I will tell you. But yeah. So one thing I could be guessing that the red team is actually going to want to do is they will probably be wanting to pick up that Baron, then force a fight, and then win the game. That is the most sensible tactic I can think of right now. And the time is 1:45 in the night, so I'm getting really tired. But yeah, so red team pushing down here, the bottom lane. And that blue inhibitor is going to be about to respawn, as you would have probably heard right now. Yeah. There is just so much potential damage going down from both these teams. I just don't know what to say. Each fight could go anyway, basically. So the red team is going to go ahead and really wanting to pick up that nice Baron buff really soon and then end the game. But of course the blue team will know that they are there, so it could be quite the risky move. And had I been Bjergsen right here, I would have probably been thinking that, this game has been going on for so long, and it's really the way that either we win or they do. And now the red team is going to pick up that Baron, no damage taken at all. Blue team not even having time to get up there, even if they had noted it, and now those pings are going down onto those inhibitors. That red team really wants to end now, and they are in the position to do so. That Baron buff going to boost their stats quite nicely. That AD carry 480 AD, Bjergsen as well 475. The AD carry, of course, almost going to be caught right there, but poke going down from both teams. Of course, they just want to win this. Both teams want to win this so bad. But of course, red team fucking capitalize, and wow, that is one awesome initiate from Gangplank, flashing and pulling that Maokai right in there with him. Of course, his team did not have time to respond to that, but red team wins the fight right here. They win the game. Blue team wins the fight right here. Not sure if they can do much. I mean, all their lanes are being pushed up so hard. But that inhibitor going to go down. That initiate going to go down there from Maokai. So that's Syndra going to do as much damage as he can, as well as that little boy there. And Bjergsen going to be, his GA is going to be popped right there. And now this is one dead blue team. So that was a 3-4-0, and this is the game. So close, but wow, that is one a hell of a lot of a GG. I would have been so relieved had I been red team right here. They're just gonna pick the Nexus. GG. I've been BrutalOddball with SquadSweden. If you like this video, I encourage you to subscribe and like the video. If you did not like the video, I encourage you to not subscribe, or well, I do encourage you to subscribe, but I encourage you to not like the video, or even dislike it if that is what you feel for. So, thanks for watching, guys, and bye bye.